Honestly, this doesn't surprise me at all because anytime I see something like Asheville, WB still this, it seems like they kind of lost hope for their friend competition because the struggle's that bad and you might feel like taking a break, go hiatus and just figure out what you do instead of selling. But this time, it's best when you just sell all the game properties, just in Combat NBA, uh, uh, HBO Max. Might as well just sell everything because you don't know what to do. So, like I said, I'm not surprised because Hasbro is pretty much doing the same thing with Power Rangers. They don't know what to do with it, but they're pretty much revamping, launching the reboot, launching the franchise. It's like a start over. And I really don't know what Brothers is going to do a little more combat. What they're doing. Like, you might as well just like buy come back tag and just all of them on the just their own company instead of making another film company to buy it so they can evade and neglect or combat like one of those things. One of those discoveries higher how much you drive may lead to this selling of regardless of small actions. So means of the needs to be an option of the break. Your financial plans, senior management like CEOs and business assets are considering self-focused implementation. That side of the business is initial franchise to be hired in the funding and involvement as new owners and DC it's merging with several intelligent and we desire to stick around communities, particularly live action. It saw a big success in 2023 with Hogwarts Legacy, followed by the Mindset Multiverse and disappointing Suicide Squad in 2024. According to the outlet, selling its games may be the one sell WBD could make without triggering complications, both legally and content-wise. The company recently lost out on media rights for NBA games and is rebranding its Max originals back to HBO. Notably, this is the second time this decade that WB Games has been up for potential sale. Back in 2022, when Warner Brothers was still owned by AT&T, parties like Microsoft and Take-Two were interested in buying the interactive division. At the time, a potential deal could have been valued for as much as $4 billion. With the potential sell up in the air back then, it appeared to have affected NetherRealm specifically instead of making Injustice 3, and after 2019's Mortal Kombat 11, it shifted to the universe reboot of Mortal Kombat 1. A sale never happened, and WB Games has stuck around as its own entity. However, Microsoft never fully took its eye off the Warner ball. Leaked documents from 2023 show it won a Gotham Knights, Mortal Kombat 1, and Suicide Squad on Game Pass for a range of $50 and $250 million each. Know that why they've been promoting like MK1, Suicide Squad, or Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League or something like that. But the thing about that is that even though they were making some games, it did not do enough. And I think a lot of it has a lot to do with Warner Brothers neglecting and mistreating its franchise like absolute shit. Because if you own those IPs, you need to do a lot better, do right by the fan. WB Games were to be sold off now. It's unclear for how much given the performances of its aforementioned 2023 and 2024, along with Monolith Productions' incoming Wonder Woman title. At some point, we have to realize that Warner Brothers is one shitty company, because if you're not gonna treat its property right, what is the point of you buying the IPs if you not gonna promote it? Because basically all you did was just neglect every title from Mortal Kombat, Injustice, to losing all media rights to NBA and Max. Instead of being called HBO Max, they're just pretty much sending it back to HBO only. So I think the best thing they can do is just sell it. Have a boom, buy Mortal Kombat back so he could just go back to doing what he did best after all these years. Put out every Mortal Kombat game with new features, new updates. Same can be said about Injustice. New updates and new storylines with different characters and DLC characters. Like, if Boom could just somehow do stuff like that when he buys Mortal Kombat back, I think Lord knows that this franchise is in a good place. But when it's with Warner Brothers, yeah, I think their best options is to just get away from it. Just get away from it, because, like I said, if you're not gonna treat your IPs with love and respect, the fans are gonna pretty much destroy you. So you're just pretty much struggling really bad. Same can be said for Hasbro and this whole Power Rangers thing. Why Netflix walked away from it because of what was going on with Hasbro being cheap and stuff, instead of throwing money into projects. So at the end of the day, most companies that go through this are the ones that's struggling, that can't even make things work. They just want to just tap out and give it to somebody else that knows how to treat it better. So what are your thoughts on this? Link to the original article will be down below. And I'm gonna see y'all around 8 o'clock when I go live. And by the way, 2024 is the year of Gamut. Let's get it.